Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to these Saturday weekly gatherings and Pleiadian channelings under Cosmic Starseed Academy. Today's date is the 29th of March, 2025, and it is 7:41 here in Ireland. Denis Mulcahy is, as you can see here beside me this evening. And we also have Sheila and Amare and myself, Soma Arah. So I think we'll just go straight into it. I'm hoping that some other people, Brian Seng, will join us at 8 o'clock, I believe. And Denis, would you be happy to? I don't think I really have any updates. I did some recent updates yesterday, so if you want to have a look at my Substack, Soma Arah, there are some updates on there. And also, these groups are predominantly for starseeds, also those who are awake, aware, and conscious. And they are every Saturday, 7 p.m. Irish time, Sunday, 3 p.m. Irish time. And then, of course, I have my new group, which is specifically for people who have subscribed to my Substack as a paid member. Whether it's monthly, yearly, or as a founder, the monthly is a very small amount, something like 11 euros. And they are on the 1st of every month, 1st of April, which is just in a few days. So I think that's all the updates I have. Denis, would you like to begin with the opening prayers while I go into channeling mode?
Sure. I'll begin with the law of one prayer, which I will say 3 times. Here it is. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. And a simple I am mantra. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Okay.
Thank you. We are delighted you are here. We are observing so many of you coping well with the changes, with the upgrades, with the downloads, with the transmissions, with the interactions with the new energy, with the balancing, the new ways, the new energy, the new earth. We invite you to do a meditation with us now, very short one. Amare, calm your thoughts, calm your energy. This meditation will be good for all of you that struggle to calm your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, your empathicness, even when those energies aren't even your energy or your thoughts or your frequency or your vibration or your energy. Visualize Jesus on your left, Ashtar on your right, Merlin and Bear energy behind you, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene in front of you. You can also visualize the Christ consciousness in front of you. The archangels, the real archangels in love and light. And breathe in through your nose, down to your belly and hold it. And then breathe out through your mouth with a noise, with sound, with oomph or with energy, if you choose to. Or it can be more gentle. And do this 2 or 3 more times. We have said many times, most especially over the last year, that there will be new discoveries. We said that most recently about Egypt. And then there was a releasement of new information, which in your reality is not new at all. It has been known about for quite some time, but rather it is released recently. There will be discoveries of many things. It will be hard for many of you to keep up with the amount of hundreds of thousands of discoveries that are being released as we speak. There is much interest in, and rightly so, in Egypt, because it is such a large sacred site. And the vast majority of people have heard of the pyramids in Egypt. But not everyone has heard of other sites that do exist and are known about. And these discoveries will be hard to keep track of because there will be an influx of thousands of discoveries or rediscoveries, releasement of information regarding sacred sites and caves, and we are specifically showing Soma an image of a cave with bones and tusks of animals that look similar to mammoths. Large is an understatement. Huge bones, remains, fossilized, perhaps. Deep underground. Siberia, there is no country that you will not have rediscoveries. We say rediscoveries because nothing really is being discovered, although there may be exceptions, but there is a releasement of information, and this is directly connected to the consciousness on your planet raising, where you are able to accept, understand, learn, gather new information, increasing your velocity in consciousness. As this expands, as you become more awake, aware, and conscious, thank you, you are able to, okay, thank you, you are able to absorb more light, more truth, more love. And this includes the sun energy, which you were speaking of or listening, or Soma was listening to just now, where she wanted to say that the sun is never a bad thing to feel on your skin. It is a good thing to feel the sun on your skin. You have been taught and led to believe that this is a bad thing, but it is not. You have been shown, taught, led to believe many false belief systems, programs, untruths, lies, secrets, inaccuracies. Not just about your history, but also about yourself and your own abilities. As the sun's energy increases, as your energy increases, as your earth shifts back onto her natural axis, all is working in tandem with each other, in conjunction with each other, moving up into a higher dimension, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, a higher energy, a higher sound, a higher dimension. So this includes everything within the universe, not just humanity, not just Earth, but us as well. It's okay, there's no.
I don't know.
Okay. Let us pause there. There's an experience that Soma had a few evenings ago while she was asleep. She was experiencing a, thank you, a large triangular craft above the North Pole and the South Pole. And she spoke about this in her previous recording. And she saw it from the Earth. As she looked up, and she could see there was light emanating from these black triangles of craft, either from above the surface of the craft or the sides, not underneath. She couldn't see light underneath the surface that she was looking at directly, but she could see some kind of light source, either coming from the side or the middle of the edge of the middle of the sides of the ship, emanating that way, or coming from above, perhaps even from the inside of the ship, coming out the sides. As she saw one, and then with the single point of the triangle at the top. And then the left point and the right point here. And then her view point was of another triangle, which was upside down. And as she was looking at this other triangle, she became aware of a certain symbol that when you put these two triangles, thank you, when you put these two triangles together, it creates a very negative symbol that many of you may have seen previously or be aware of now. We would say that these triangles, these ships, are over the North and South Pole and will be forced to leave, and there is much resistance with this. This is new information to Soma regarding the North and South Pole, with craft above these areas. Military that are trying to hold, thank you, trying to hold in place a negative force, a negative hold, a negative energy over these places. But as your consciousness raises, okay, and the white hats, as you call them, are aware of these craft above these areas, and the white hats, as you call them, are engaged in removing these craft from these areas, and there will, thank you, and there will be discoveries of rediscoveries, re-releasements of information regarding Antarctica, South Pole, North Pole, Alaska, Canada. Every country has secret documents, information, spaces, places, caves, caverns, underground cities, monuments, pyramids, objects, remains, archaeological discoveries being re-released. There is a monumental evidence coming to your planet that you are not alone, that you have never been alone, that the pyramids were not built by slaves, that they are built by an advanced civilization such as us. Humanity will begin to learn, accept, perhaps many of you will accept and some will not. Those who speak a different frequency language will struggle, to say the least, with the information that is to come to your planet, that alien technology exists on your planet, such as in Egypt. And you will learn in your lifetime. Many of you already know this, but it will be amongst the masses of humanity that you are not alone. There is technology on your planet. There is civilizations of alien races in your history. Now is the time for releasing of information, technology, wisdom, frequency, technology devices, healing devices, old, ancient technology. It is an understatement what we are saying when we say there will be many discoveries. This is directly connected to consciousness. As you allow in more light will pour in the form of discoveries, in the form of acceptance, understanding, wisdom, knowledge. All is connected. Now is divine timing. So many of you as starseeds have such important missions to accomplish here on your planet. We are assisting you. Oh, okay. Thank you. These triangular craft are trying to hold, using technology and energy, trying to hold the Earth in her place and not with the North Pole and the South Pole, and not these craft are trying to hold the Earth in place of where she is now and not allow her to pull back to her original axis, because she was knocked off her original axis through in the past. And these technologies are doing their very best to hold your Earth in its place and not allowing the Earth to move back to her natural axis, because when she does that, your consciousness on your planet will also increase. The Earth was knocked off her natural axis for a reason, because it helped to initiate within humanity a discord, a separation from humanity, from you and your earth, which it did. It had an impact. At the same time, your DNA was changed. So there were several major situations or occurrences that caused humanity at the downfall of Atlantis to devolve. One of those was thank you, the Earth being knocked off her natural axis. One of them was the DNA was interfered with and changed. This is proved by science, we would like to add. Now everything is changing back to how it was. Not even that. You are jumping forward. You are advancing from what you had in the past when you were advanced beings that were able to connect in and channel us. Not only us, but other beings similar to us. There is evidence on your planet, such as Egypt. Recently, we showed Soma, and we verbalized this. We channeled this in a recent transmission, in a recent download, where we showed her that their copper going down. This is findable in her recordings. We showed her beneath. We showed her the pyramid, and we showed her copper going down. Large, large is the wrong word, but well, maybe long, going deep down, copper. And it was during the channeling. Perhaps Sheila, you will remember this, and Denis, and Amare, you will remember. Brian specifically will remember because he was very interested in what we had to say at the time when we were showing Soma an image of energy coming from the pyramids and going out to other sacred, thank you, sacred sites such as Stonehenge and other sites. Your sacred sites are connected. They are not individual, perhaps is the closest, thank you, word we can find for now. They are individual sacred sites, but they are all connected. Many of them are star maps of, which should be enough evidence for some of you to signify that you are not alone on your planet. That there were, at one time, advanced ET races that lived among you, helping to create, coexisting, living, breathing, talking, communicating, helping to shape your world, your surroundings, your environment, your buildings. Buildings is the wrong word. Structures such as the pyramids. Many of you are upgrading, downloading, transmitting, transmissions. Information is flowing into your earth. Flowing. Flowing in your lifetime. It is an understatement to say that in your lifetime, you will see, you will not even see, but you will manifest great achievements, great changes that we include Soma in this one. We say you cannot comprehend right now, cannot absorb right now, but rather it, oh, but as more light comes in, more light comes in, more knowledge, more wisdom, more discoveries, it is an evolutionary process. And we want you to understand that as starseeds, this is your mission. This is your purpose. You are here in this lifetime specifically to upgrade humanity because you are hybrids. You are not human alone. You are hybrids and a blend of us, our DNA, our knowledge, our wisdom, our blood. Rhesus negative, we've often spoke of this. We understand, as Soma does, as many of you do, that it is hard. It is difficult, challenging, unbelievable for so many of you who are operating on a different frequency to understand the language of the truth that you are hybrids. As starseeds, you are not from Earth. You are extraterrestrial, extraordinary beings. Your abilities will increase. Your telepathy will increase. You are turning into crystalline human beings. You are becoming more, achieving more in every way. Your frequency, your vibration, your sound, your everything about you is evolving. Your skin, your hair, your teeth, your blood, your DNA, your abilities, your psychic awareness, your telepathy, your healing abilities. You are evolving. You are creating heaven on earth. You are creating a new earth. You are creating in every way possible, in every dimension, in every timeline, past, present, and future. You are magnificent beings here to change what some would call the prison planet, to escape the matrix that was put in place by negative ET beings on your planet so long ago. These people created very negative systems on your planet. Politics, law, justice, military, all systems on Earth are run by negative ET energy. This is dissolving. You are evolving. Let us say that again. This is dissolving and you are evolving. You are not even waiting for these systems to dissolve, but rather you are not waiting for these systems to dissolve over here, but rather you are creating over here. So as you walk through the fire, as you walk through the turbulence, as you walk through the tsunamis, as you walk through the chemtrails, as you walk through the negative agendas and protocols, you are moving away from those old systems, giving them less power and less power and less power and less power. And you are not fighting and resisting anymore, but rather you are turning and walking in a more positive way towards the light and the energy and the frequency and the vibration and the sound and the color and the crystalline human being and the beautiful new earth that you are creating. Let go of resistance. Let go of the spiritual war of the 3D mind that says, you are wrong, you are right. You are wrong, I am right. I am right, you are wrong. Let go of all of that lower mind 3D frequency. It is not of us. It is not of us. As you focus on creating a new earth, you do not need to resist. You do not need to resist the negative agenda. You need to walk more in the new frequencies that are hitting your planet, which are directly connected to the sun and the velocity of the sun. And the changes that the sun is bringing is a positive thing. You are evolving beings. You are evolving into us. We were you. We were you. And time is an illusion. But so many of you still believe. And yet when you fall into the dream time, you dream beautiful dreams about the past, about the present, about the future, about timelines, about dimensions, about many things. You dream of you, but yet it is not you. And yet it is you. Different timelines, different realities. And as you walk into this new frequency of creating Earth, you are expanding. You are evolving. Do this. Focus on this. Focus on what you want to create. That is your missions, whether it be specifically and individually as your fingerprints or whether it be collectively. This is where you are going. You are divine beings. There is nothing that can stop you now. There is an increase and an influx of light that will hit your earth, that has been hitting your earth. And it is velocity. It is increasing rapidly at a zoom light speed, where your bodies are tired and trying to balance and trying to catch up with the changes of energy, of frequency, of light, of evolving. It is not happening too quickly. Although we would add that you do need to balance, drink more water, better food that contains better frequencies for your new frequencies of humanity, of your new bodies, the evolutionary period of your bodies physically changing into a crystalline human being has already begun. It is not something in the future. It is now. And it began in the past. Co-create if you need to. Abundance, manifest, man, human, effest. Humanifest. As you are evolving into crystalline human beings, which we've just said has already begun, go create with that energy of the new crystalline human being. Walk in sovereignty, in light, in frequency, in compassion, in love. Let go of everything that you have experienced, everything that you have known, all of the trauma, all of the desperation, all of the devastation. Use it to propel you forward. because you are not in that energy anymore. And in truth, you never will be. You will never devolve back into your old situations of trauma, of desperation, of lack. You will not do that. You will move forward. You will evolve individually and collectively. That is where you are going. That is the divine plan. We are aware of this because we are able to see, tap into, watch the past and the present and the future. And we have said before, thank you. We have said before many times through this one and others, you get to evolve this time. There is no going back. You are moving forward and moving forward and moving forward. It is not about resisting trauma or resisting devastation or resisting lack of abundance, but rather turning your focus and moving forward, filling up your vibration, filling up your frequency, filling up your bodies, your energy with light, with love, with sun energy, with the ability to manifest fruits of your labor, filling up your frequency, your vibration, your voices, your empathy, your empathic natures, your abilities. Fill up those glasses that surround you. Fill up those aspects of yourself. Fill up your abundance, your love, your compassion, your joy, your light, your frequency, your sound, your vibration. Use tools if you need to. Your crystals, your thoughts. Your thoughts manifest as you walk every step of your days, of your day, as you drive, as you walk forward. Create in your mind. Use your thoughts. Create the vision, the image in your mind. Paint it if you wish. Draw it if you wish. Create abundance. Move into that energy. Drive into it. Walk into it. Climb into it. Crawl into it. Jump into it at lightning speed if you so wish, or a snail's pace if you need to bring more balance with it. Grounding is essential to balance these energies of being in a higher frequency. Your frequency on your earth has changed, has shifted dramatically. And it is in process of a dramatic specific increase in these days. Sometimes it is off the charts and sometimes it is happening in a more gentle. But now is a dramatic increase. We often show Soma an image of a graph. When we say gently, we are the energy is not coming in so dramatically or strongly or fast. And yet now now it is happening, it is off the scale with the energy that is off the scale. You can connect this to the Schumann resonance, and we would recommend that you do some research with that, which is also connected to the sun energy and the returning of the Christ consciousness. There is nothing that is separate on your planet. All is connected. Every single thing, everything. Some of you will have noticed an upgrade or an increase in how we speak through this one. Thank you. So focus on your moving forward. Do not look at or focus on the negative agenda or their crumbling and falling away. Do not, and what that would look like in a 3D model would be, do not pay attention to the media as much. Do not pay attention to the negative agendas as much. The systems, the schooling is an essential an essential system that was created by the negative agenda to control humanity from a very young age. So do not focus on the negative agendas and what they are doing in the 3D, but move forward, create a new earth. That is what you're here for, is to manifest, to create a new earth. Those of you who understand will hear our words, come away from looking at situations of injustices, which is everywhere. Injustice is occurring everywhere. Do not focus on that, because that keeps you trapped in a lower frequency, lower energy, lower vibration, lower DNA, lower energy of your blood. Your blood has energy, as does everything else. There is nothing in your universe that does not contain energy or frequency or vibration or sound even. So come away from focusing on the negative and focus on where you want to be in your individual lives, in your individual surroundings, in your individual environment, in your individual homes. Change the systems. Stop looking at the old ways, the old water, the old chemtrails, the old pollutions, the old toxins, the old poisons in your food. There are many discoveries. We've said this over and over, and we will continue to say it over and over again. Not just positive discoveries, but also negative discoveries of what really lays in your food, in your water, in your air, in your soil. Do not focus on this. Do not even think about it. Let it fall away from your thoughts, from your energy, from your frequency, from your vibration, and focus on the world, the earth that you want to create. Now is the time to manifest this. Now is the time to manifest this. Now is the time to create this. You are creator beings, and your lifetime, your mission is to create a new earth. Specifically now. That is why you are here as hybrids. Write your books. Share the wisdom. Use your voices. Create your websites. Do the work. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. And we include Soma in this. Stop feeling like there is not enough time in the day. There is not enough energy. There is not enough focus. Stop feeling like you need to focus, like you need to get your shit together. Simply do it. Focus on what you create. Focus on what you want to create and do that. It is simple. Creating a new earth is not hard. It does not even need to take time or energy. Individually, you can move mountains. Collectively, you can move planets and moons and suns and stars. Collectively, you are, what is the word? Mm. Oh. Soma is struggling to find the word.
Unstoppable.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We would add to that collectively you are mm, achieving more en masse quicker. It is like love times 1,000 with velocity, with speed, with zoom, with light speed. You could have new Earth tomorrow. And yet energetically, it is already here. You are building and building and building and building. Connection is essential. Stop fighting each other, even in the spiritual fields. We see, we witness Soma talking. We are never not with her. We are never not with her. There is a reason, and it is not a good reason, that many of the people in the spiritual fields are, let us use the word, miscommunicating with each other. That is not of a higher frequency. That is not of us. We do not want to see war on your planet, whether it is labeled as war or labeled as bickering amongst each other. Most especially, we do not want to see it within the spiritual field. Love is always the way. It is everything. It is who you are. Stop operating in this lower 3D dimension of nonsense. Nonsense. Step into your divine sovereignty. Focus on what you want to create. When you are caught in this 3D of bickering, that is what you are creating. Come away from that. Come away from all of that. Focus on your path, your love, your frequency. Focus on the Christ consciousness. Focus on love. Focus on light, foundation, building, elementals even. The forest and the trees and the foundation of the earth and the plants and the healing and the energy that is coming up from the earth right now is increasing as she moves and shifts onto her natural axis, which is trying to be held into place by these negative UFO crafts that are above the North and South Pole. And when you put these two images of triangles together, that are opposite in shape to each other. So you have 1 point here and then 2 points here, and then you have the opposite, 2 points and 1 point. That symbol is, many of you will know what that symbol is, and it is not a positive one. It is a negative symbol. That is not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence. We will pause there. What do you have to do? So let us pause there. Oh, welcome back, everyone. Denis most certainly has things to share. And we would also like to begin again at some point this evening.
Thank you. Christy, can you get back on that track again? Is that possible for you there? You were just summarizing and pointing out how interesting this place is.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um, as we were discussing, it's a wonderful place to be, really, even though the chaos is all around us, but it's only chaos if you want to create the chaos. It doesn't have to be that energy, that vibration, that frequency. It can be another realm. It's entirely up to you. You are creating in the moment. So that is something that is being offered to us. It's been given to us so we can understand really what is happening and what we are drawn to in this realm, having what we call this human experience. Uh, and it continues to be different for us all. And as it continues to play out, the drama continues to increase on many different levels, and the distractions continue to pour in on many different levels. And it's where they want us, as I said, in that hive mind, trying to understand really, how do I find my way out of here? Where do you want to go to, Christy? Well, I want to find that place within myself that will allow me to understand that this is a reality that I'm part of, but it's much more than that. And I think that is why we came in at this specific time to have what we call this human experience. And it's allowing us again to understand that this is not something that is new to us. This is something that we have experienced on many different levels. And we came back again to support what we feel is necessary. And that is this transition back into a higher realm. Some call it ascension, some call it a high vibration, some call it just being aware. Um, we're on that path at the moment, and it's getting really exciting. We are watching what is playing out on many different levels, and we can see that the vibration and frequency across Gaia is beginning to move in a way that has never moved before. That is because people are asking questions, not just about what's going on the outside, but what's going on in the inside. which is even more interesting, like, and that allows one then to understand that really this is what you've been waiting for, which is an opportunity to meet yourself in this present moment. And that again allows you to see the vastness, the greatness that you have within. It's not about what's going on the outside, it's about what's going on the inside. And this is how we work. And so it's really interesting when you are able to sense and believe yourself, believe that you are what you believe you are. And that is an aspect of source that has come in here to help, as I've said, the planet, the collective to move on. And by doing so, yes, you will reap the reward, not just here, but we are being applauded, as I said, in other realms. They thank, they bow to us for what we are doing. And there's many of them that have taken on this idea, but wouldn't go the distance, let's say, because it is quite challenging emotionally and physically. So yeah, uh, thanks so much for allowing me to share that. I'll leave it there. Yeah.
Thank you. Bloody marvelous. That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, that truth needs to be totally censored. You know, you're a, we're allowed to tell people they're okay. We're allowed to tell people they're nice. I hate that word. We're even allowed to tell people they're wonderful. We can tell people they're wonderful, but don't go beyond
It's
that.
it's
Christy, you went
it's
way beyond that. That's not allowed. That has to be censored to let people know
it,
they have to
it's like
divine
a game
design.
of
That's going to just create chaos in the planet. Everyone is going to become megalomaniacs and destroy society. It's amazing how that has been just so hidden. And that's been the game to hide that for millennia. And now it's being uncovered because people are taking the moments.
To hide you from yourselves.
mm,
And people are taking the moments to take the conscious breaths, to find the pauses and find the moments of stillness, and in there connect with light, truth, and love, connect with all that is. And that is within the uh, that's within all of us. That there's that invitation, that portal to all that is, all knowing, all power, all love.
that game that you described, and it can be a game of chess. If you want a game of chess, it's entirely up to you. It's your move, and how that plays out is entirely up to you. And if you watch how the game of chess is played, you will see that it is a very interesting game on both sides, really, because um, the end goal is to win, like, So if you question what am I actually winning here, what do I really want? And sometimes that's difficult to answer because the two most important questions is who are you and why are you here? What does that mean for each individual that tries to understand the concept of awareness? So it becomes a challenge. It becomes something that is pushed to the side because, as we discussed earlier on, the mind wants you in that chaotic state, doesn't want you to tap into that awareness to understand your greatness. Um, and again, I have to say that it's yin and yang because it doesn't really matter when you try and break it down and understand it. the mind will always pull you into that reality of uncertainty and will allow you to question when you are in doubt. Um, and I have to say that is another experience.
Mm.
That
I have,
experience will lead you into another experience.
yeah,
And all that experience will give you some insight as to what's going on in your world, what is going on in the world around you. And you're given that opportunity to try and understand that it's there if you want it. And what is that? It's called self. And that self is an immortal being having this human experience. And we're down here on Earth. It
yeah,
can be fun if you want it to be fun. If you want all the drama and you want to continue in that mindset, that is really up to yourself. We won't prevent that from happening, but we will give you some insight as to the availability of changing your understanding of what you feel is life, what you feel is the meaning of life, what you feel is the idea of creating life. It's all there. Um, it up to each individual as to how they want to play in that field. So it's uh, it's amazing, really, when you try and break it down and understand it. It just takes you into another level of understanding. And sometimes the words are not there and the answers are not there, and it's just trying to exist and be with self. And this can allow you to understand what is actually happening to you on a vibrational level, a frequency level. So yeah, thank
yes,
you.
thank you. I have a friend, and he says the mind is a wonderful friend and a terrible master.
Love it, yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Let us let us begin again. Sometimes many of you become what is perceived as over emotional. Sometimes when Soma is channeling, she gets what some might perceive as over emotional. And that is not because she gets in the way of the channeling or the transmissions or the downloads that come through from us. Rather, it is because you have thank you, as starseeds, you have an extra, let us call it awareness of, you have many extra aspects as starseeds, abilities, psychic awareness, telepathy, healing. There are many subcategories to starseeds, which include many abilities such as telepathy, healing, intuition, mystic, channel, healing, Reiki, shaman, healer, light worker, all subcategories of starseeds who have come in with a different DNA, different aspects, different abilities, more pronounced than normal human beings. You are different. You are different. We want to instill this in you. We want to let you know that you are a blend of human and ET, equaling hybrid. And your abilities are different, including empathy and compassion, on the edge of empathy, compassion. So empathy could bleed into compassion, or lead into, thank you, lead into compassion. Empathy is being empathic is a very real code or aspect, or thank you, ability. It is an ability that is innate within you as starseeds, and some of you excel in this. Some of you as starseeds excel in different areas, but empathic is an extreme ability to feel things very deeply, which causes emotions. We've said before that each starseed has a very specific mission, as individual as your fingerprints. As individual as your fingerprints. Even twins, we've said before, are not truly identical. There is no such thing as identical. There is similar. There is closeness in energetic or DNA or fingerprints or twins or blood, but there is no thing that is the same. No thing that is the same within the creation of God, or the creator, which we would call God. Empathy, an aspect of it, or we would like to describe it as being a code that you carry within you as a starseed. And some of you excel or have an excess of this code or other codes, but we're wanting to speak of empathy as being a code within you. Those of you that get over emotional or perceived as being over emotional, this is because you have signed up to clear the situations, aspects of other human beings. So you have taken on an excess of a code of empathy to allow that empathy and situation and emotion to filter down through your body. And it is largely not your energy. It is you allowing others' energy into and internally through your body, as you are here to help raise the frequency of humanity. This is an energetic imprint that you have taken on. It is more than you understand it to be. It is a code. And all starseeds have predominant codes within them that allows them to do their specific mission. Some of you, thank you, are here to clear the collective of these programs which coincide with your as humanity has been programmed in certain areas, you have, as starseeds, been encoded to unprogram humanity in these certain areas, in different ways. Those that are encoded on a high level with empathy, it is in order to, and also other aspects, the empathy though is in order to, as in other aspects, but that we are using empathy. As an example, empathy is to negate the negative programs to do with energy and certain aspects. Listen. As we were saying, the empathy, sometimes you can, as starseeds, sometimes, thank you, sometimes as starseeds, you carry that in abundance, in excess, an excessiveness of emotion, because you are healing certain programs within the collective. So you are working on those aspects. You are taking on pain, trauma, sometimes different aspects. It could be trauma or other aspects. We are just using the example of trauma. And when you work through those different aspects, such as trauma, you feel it deeply as starseeds, because you are not just clearing your own energy, but you have contracted in to clear, to help clear it for humanity. And you do that of those who are in close proximity to you, whether they be physical proximity or even spirit proximity or family proximity or closeness in relationship. We are not just talking about the physical proximity, we are talking about the emotional itself and the relationship and the connection you have. Are there any questions regarding what we have just said?
That really fits with me because I'm so empathetic. I'll look at something and I'll want to cry. Like, I'm so empathetic when I see, I sign online animal petitions, and when I even hear about an animal being hurt, like, I can't take it. Like, I'm so sensitive, and I've always been empathic, and I feel people's feelings. I have two questions. Number one, I am A positive bloodline. I'm A positive, so what would that do with the Pleiadians? Number two, which is the food that you were talking about that's higher frequency? Thanks, honey.
Thank you for your questions. We see you as we are working with you and your energy, helping to bring calm, thank you, to balance your own emotions, to balance your mind and your thoughts. When November is important to you. And 7, we are working with you to create balance, more peace within your thoughts, which are like a whirlwind at times, helping you to balance your energy. We are working with you while you are asleep. The rhesus negative, we will speak briefly about your question about blood, rhesus negative is a sign, a signal, a stamp of our energy. The food we speak of. So we will go into blood more at a much later date. But the food, it is very simple, really. Grow it on your own, whether it be in a pot, on a balcony. Use what you have. The vast majority of you no longer have the amount of land that you once did. This is designed on purpose by the negative agenda, which they are still trying to control. You will see that with the likes of BG. Let us call him BG. To have cleaner food of a higher vibration, a higher frequency, a higher energy, grow it yourself. And we are not just speaking to you. We understand that many of you do not have or believe or think that you have the space to grow it, and yet you actually do, whether it be in pots or, okay, thank you, or on balconies or in gardens, community spaces, community gardens. Gather your neighbors. We will pause therefore this evening.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Very good.
Okay, so I would just like to thank everyone for being here this evening. And if you're listening in the future and you'd like to join us on the Saturdays or Sunday, which is a very different energy, you're welcome to do that. And also the new group starting on the 1st of April, 7 p.m. for Substack subscribers. So, okay, without any further ado, I'm just going to end it there. And you can come and join me on Substack. CHRISTY CLARKE also offers sessions, as does Denis Mulcahy offers healing. So you can check out them on Facebook, and Denis is still in process of having his website sorted out. So, but they both have Facebooks, and CHRISTY also has his. CHRISTY, what is your website?
Selected by light beings.
Selected by light beings.
Yeah, put that
Okay.
in with my name. I'll put it up in the chat.
Is
Connecting
that
to stars
.com,
or light
Christy?
beings.
I was gonna say, could you put it in the group chat that's on Facebook Messenger?
Is it .com? Selected by lightbeings.com?
Connecting to stars. Sorry, Dennis. Connecting to stars.
And is it .com?
Yeah.
Yes, connectingtostars.com. All right.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, and yes, so thank you, CHRISTY, and yes, Amara, I will put those Denis's and CHRISTY's in the description box.
Okay.
So if you
I
want,
put
so if
I
you
put
out
sorry.
for services, yeah, you can.
I did I did, I think I friend requested Dennis the other day on Facebook, and I'll do CHRISTY, and I'd like to try your healing sessions. I'm in the works of getting a job and getting my first payment for my book, so I'm going to book a reading with you. I feel I need to, and get some Pleiadian downloads, and then I will go to your partner here, and that would be great. I'm going to try to share you out to more friends. So thank you for tonight. Love and light.
Thank you, Amara. And God bless everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Bye.